Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is on auditioning. These ideas should help you succeed at, or maybe even enjoy auditioning. First, it matters only moderately. There always are other, perhaps better or at least better suited roles. There really are. Yeah, prepare modestly, but don't over-prepare because that can make you too rigid to respond to what the auditor's request. Hey, why don't you try it this way? And don't try too hard. That could affect both your acting and your spirits if you don't get cast. Moderately. Be personable from moment one until the moment you leave. The person who checks you in, and of course the director, is assessing whether you'd be pleasant to work with. It's usually wise to withhold suggestions until rehearsal. Suggest something during an audition unless you're like Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, who in the audition told off legendary director Florence Ziegfeld. You risk being deemed too much trouble than you're worth. Remember, directors have a zillion moving parts to keep in sync. Project. More parts are landed and lost depending on whether the actor's words can be easily understood, not just heard, in the back row. Trick. Emphasize each sentence's key consonants. For example, you can't eat the orange and throw away the peel. A man is not a piece of fruit. If you have to do a monologue, pick a great one that guarantees the auditor will smile or frown. Remember, the theater masks are laughing and crying, not staring. Also, less is more. The auditor is considering many people for roles and usually has decided yes or no about you in the first 15 seconds or 30 seconds. So keep your monologue to a minute, maybe 90 seconds. The auditor may not be paying full attention to the first 10 or 15 seconds. He or she, for example, could be reviewing your resume. So look for a monologue in which you say or do something powerful at the 15 to 30 second mark. By the way, before I forget, unconsciously, the director will feel relieved that you're not droning on forever. Sure, they may interrupt you, but it's nice to not have to interrupt you. So keep your monologue short. That enables you also to spend more time preparing for that great minute or 90 seconds. Anyway, here's one from A Few Good Men. This is Colonel Jessup, a Southern, very proud colonel. You cross the Marines. Well, you have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth, 'cause deep down, in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me there. We use words like honor, code, and loyalty. We use those words as the backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. Anyway, I think that's a very powerful monologue. Be just slightly bigger than real life. Unless it's a farce or a melodrama, too big usually seems phony. Too little seems too forgettable amid the myriad auditioners. Be open to a different role. The director may not picture you in the role you'd like, but could have a wiser vision. And you don't know who the competitors are. So consider any role you're offered. By the way, the cliche is true. I'm going to alter it a bit. There are very few small roles. There are many more small actors. Remember, much casting is luck. The director is looking for X and you're Y. Yeah, perhaps ask for feedback, but typically the best response is to shrug and look for the next audition. Anyway, those are my thoughts on auditioning. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 34 books, including the most recent, which is relevant to this, called Starving Artists, Stories and Advice. But all 35 are on Amazon. In any event, I'm Marty Nemko. Thanks for watching.